let's do it. Right, and we're back for episode 7, I think, isn't it? By the sounds of things.
Yes.
Well, I say by the sounds of things, by the looks of things,
7.
which is good.
It is 6 was...
6 was yesterday. Yesterday, last time.
Yesterday.
So, I was about to say yesterday is kind of weird. Yeah, no, last time. So, yeah, I thought I'd change it up. I thought, you know what, like, just, you know, because, like, don't worry about the logo for this one. I'll probably, like, it will come, like, that's not the biggest issue. I thought, at the minute, you need to try and get, like, gaming podcast set up out of everything.
Right, alright.
Like, so, we'll go through, like, logos for this after. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I thought, you know what, we'll do like a special. I'll put it in the title as well. Like, we'll do a special edition of this, and it'll be yeah, I thought we'll just do a gaming edition of this podcast, like a real quick episode.
Yeah.
Like not too long, just a short one. And I thought, you know what, might as well, because it's like, and that will give us transition into the next podcast, as in what you're gonna do, like, and then because at the minute, like, gaming's gonna take off shortly, you know, because we're coming closer to. As long as you can get it done by the 22nd, 23rd.
Oh, next month.
Yeah, because that's when Xbox's press conference comes out for the games and stuff.
Right.
So it'll be good to talk about.
To be fair, I've been kicking myself really, because I was hoping to get it done, you know, this week.
Yeah.
Because there's been news of Mixer just being transferred over to Facebook and shit like that.
So yeah. So.
But I'll just get there. I'll get there. I'll get it done. I'm still figuring out, because YouTube's now got this thing where you can create a brand account.
Yeah.
So I'll just have to try and figure out a name as well. I don't know if I could create an account and then change the name afterwards or what.
Possibly.
I've no idea.
But
so I need to research into a quick look into this this brand account thing, just to make it a bit easier.
Yeah, probably.
See if I can get it all linked.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just creating a new email and everything else.
I think that's it. That's like.
Well, that might be the best thing to do, actually.
Yeah, and it's just we should be able to, like, get everything sorted. So I like it. So. And I thought, you know what, I didn't want to. I was going to do another paranormal one today, but then I was like, you know what, I didn't send any topics out, and I was like, you know, we'll start changing up, because also I want to wait for. Now Tristan said he's going to get into streaming a lot. It's just trying to get things out. So I'm trying to figure out if he, like, I just need him to, if he can get a camera and a mic, then there's another one on. Trying to get Scott's on's a bit awkward because he's working all over the place at the minute, so not really know.
Yeah.
Madeline's coming on at some point, but I've got to wait until she moves.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So it's literally...
That could take a while, especially with pandemic.
Oh, no, she moves on the 3rd, so...
Oh, right, so it's not a total...
No. So she's all
right.
right.
Okay.
So it's not that far off. But yeah, I just thought I want to get different people on, and, like, it's like... we can't sit here and talk about the paranormal and I don't send any topics out to you, because it's just...
Well, I've never been in the realms of paranormal, so I've no idea what to look up.
So I thought, you know what, we'll do a gaming one. We'll do, like... Because obviously we're both gaming, we'll make it a special edition. And this is not, like, for people who's watching, who's going to watch on YouTube, this is not going to be a reoccurring thing. It's just because we're transitioning into a gaming podcast as well. So I thought,
yeah,
we'll do a little one, and I will speak about horror games and stuff, because I play a lot of horror games and that type of stuff. But other things is, and we'll just talk. I don't know. We'll talk about other games in general. And if anyone's watching on Twitch, I do apologise if the stream's lagging a little bit, because I'm losing frames for some reason. I don't get why. My connection's fine. I just think it's, like, I don't know, Twitch or something's messing up. So I don't know. Don't know what you want. Like, I can't do anything about it.
It's not like I could stream on Mixer either anymore.
No, that's it. So
And I'm definitely not streaming on Facebook. That's a big no-no.
Right, yeah. So let's transition into that. Let's literally transition into the fact that anybody logical, right, who has a logical brain, knew that Mixer wasn't gonna last at anything. Like whatever they were trying to do was not gonna happen. Not when you come across, like, when like Facebook started gaming and stuff, like Facebook or YouTube, they've already got like a solid audience. They've always got like a
Yeah.
solid group of people behind it. Whereas
Yeah.
Mixer didn't really have it, did it? It was like this new
Well,
thing.
you've got YouTube where people have been doing gaming for absolute years. Yeah, it may be videos, but this live feature is a reasonably new thing for, YouTube.
Yep.
So yeah, it's never gonna. YouTube's already had the, say, demographic, the people already there looking at game stuff. So implementing a live feature is somewhat simple to them.
Yeah, so that's it. So like the transition from like Facebook's always had a big audience. Never mind gaming side of it, just Facebook in general, because everyone uses it. Don't know why, because it's just full of drama. But that side of it's good as well. Whereas like Mixer, it was like Xbox community, and we all know that Xbox community mainly are on Twitch. So I think anybody with logic was just like, even though I've streamed on Mixer, you've
Oh, I
streamed on
have.
Mixer,
Yeah.
quite a other few people who we know streamed on Mixer, and we just knew it wasn't going to get anywhere. And whether you bought, so Ninja's contract was 30 million, Shroud's was 10.
Yep.
Like just bringing these two people up is not gonna. It wasn't going to change the.
No, well, for me, it didn't make a blind bit of difference because I didn't watch these guys anyway.
No.
I've never really been a fan of Fortnite because my fingers can't move fast enough on control pad to build and shoot at the same time.
Exactly. And all they do is lose stuff. So I think this is where like Microsoft went wrong with Mixer and stuff, is they were like, oh, we'll bring these two big streamers over, but all that, like, their audience ain't gonna follow. Like all their audience, like, they definitely lost viewership, like a substantial amount. But that's backed up by, I'm sorry, if any streamer, like if you're getting like to a certain part of your streaming, like, because obviously they both made stupid amounts of money on Twitch. If someone's going to offer you 30 million up front, you're not going to say no. You're going to be like, yeah. Even if you're not going to get anywhere on Mixer, it's still 30 million.
Plus, like, even if the contract, like it has done, they're still going to get paid anyway because it's a legally binding deal.
Yeah, and now they're free to, like, they don't, like, they literally said they don't, like, because it's the contract, they don't have to go to Facebook Gaming. So they're both, him and Shroud, are free agents. So they literally could go back to Twitch.
Oh yeah, go. I think Ninja's already turned around and said that he's going back to Twitch anyway.
Yeah.
Just because that's where he started off.
Exactly. So it's just like.
But is he going? Would he get his account back?
It doesn't matter. It
But
could
they
just
wouldn't
make
have deleted it anyway.
No, they want to delete it. And even if you made a new one, it be the same thing. But it's just,
Yeah.
people were just, like, really shocked. People were like, "Oh, Mixer's gone. Like, Mixer's no more." It's like, you can't be that shocked. It wasn't doing good at all. Literally, at all. Like, I had the opportunity to stream full time on Mixer, and I was like, no,
No thanks.
I'll go to Twitch. No, I'll do Twitch, and then hopefully, like, and well, all this occurred, so it doesn't really matter. But then it's, yeah, I think that's the biggest thing in gaming news, just in general, is that
Mixer's gone.
Mixer's gone. This big part, which is
I say it's gone. It's not totally gone. It's just been. Has it been bought by Facebook?
Well, they just partnered with Facebook. So I don't know what that is, but it's just, it sucks for all the, like, streamers, like Mixer streamers, like partnered ones and stuff. Whereas if I was them, I'd just I wouldn't go to Facebook. I'd go to Twitch.
Oh yeah, I would.
No, I wouldn't.
I've even looked at going into YouTube. Do you know, streaming on YouTube? But it's not even clearly laid out. I don't even know how to. Do you know, view categories of games and things like that?
Yeah, no.
It's too messed up.
what
not simple to find for me anyway.
yeah, how you got to see it is like these people like because I think because because all big streamers keep moving to platforms, different like little streamers have got it in the head that that's what they can do, and they're not right. They're no right. So these big streamers like let's say like Courage and stuff, who's moved to YouTube, Valkyrie, who's moved as well. Like they like no matter how much like nonsense they talk about, well we didn't get paid a lot. Shut up. You got paid a stupid amount to move over, so it's easier for them to transition. So but people use them as like a reference. So it's like, oh well, these people have moved to here. I can do the same thing, or I can start on it, and it's like it's not the case. So
Yeah, because even streaming on YouTube, trying to get people to come across your channel or even thing is really difficult compared to Twitch, where people can just scroll to the bottom or use the filter tabs to say least viewed or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or low viewers or whatever the tab is. Don't know, I've never used it, but so you've got a least amount of chance of being or having viewers on YouTube because you've got to have a specific title and links on social media and stuff. It's too much branding, too much marketing for the amount of return you're gonna actually get. Whereas Twitch, you can just sit there, go live, and then people will just come across your stream anyway.
Yeah, start. Yeah, I think that's that, especially for like when people are trying to get into streaming as well. I just think there's a point where it's like, like some people try too hard, some people don't try enough, some people are just depending. It's depending your mindset behind whether like going into it and stuff is just it's like there's too much like people don't think like there's you can be too much like too dedicated to it where you've just got too much stuff happening and people just don't like it. People don't like too much things in the face. It's not
Yeah.
It's very people enjoy like simplistic things they can look at, and I just think some people are very like I'm gonna do this, and they name like 17,000 different things, and you're like, that's not happening. It's not.
No.
It's too much. It's too much all at once. It's not.
That sounds a bit like me at times. I tend to go 100 mile an hour or nothing.
That's the way. You might as well. I'm the same, but I'm like either full in or I'm fully out, and it's just like.
Yeah, that's exactly the same as me. But at the moment, I've been hit and miss. I streamed for like the other day. I only streamed for like 35 minutes.
Yeah, I know you did because I was watching, and then you just cut it off.
I was going up to like 9. Oh, I was getting so hot. Because of weather, I had to take my shirt off. Obviously.
Oh, you should have took it off.
Get
no, you
stream just instant ban.
I think you're fine. I think boys are fine with the shirt off.
Oh, I'd rather not risk it anyway.
You should have stuck some sellotape over your nipples and just been like, you can't see anything.
Some Christmas bows.
So, yeah.
But yeah, I'd rather not risk it anyway.
Yeah.
And I just thought, yeah, I'll just end the stream. I managed to get a peak of, like I say, it's only 9 viewers, but it's better than nothing.
9 viewers is alright, especially if you're not taking it serious. It's not like a...
Oh no, I've got like 44 followers and that's it. So.
Like, there's too much, like... There's like... Well, obviously there's not too many of us streaming and stuff, but there's, like... I don't know. It's not really a, like... It's like games. It's just certain games. Like I was streaming the other day, and it was just like, I don't mind it. I don't mind. Like for me, I like my viewer count. I don't really look at. I don't care who's like. I just sit and talk. I'm either talking or concentrating, depending on what game I'm on. If some people are in, like people were in earlier, a troll like someone like I think it was just a bot account or something like because you get them sometimes came in, you know, he said the N word a few times, got banned permanently. It's like.
Why?
It's just I don't know. It's just certain things. So, other people came in, and it was just like it depends if you like that type of content. It's just like it's I've learned on Twitch, especially, like, and this is something I can't do. Is like people enjoy like personalities, but not like genuine personalities. People like these made up personas of people.
Oh, the over eccentric kind.
I have not got the effort for that, like at all.
But it's not me. People say, oh, they want to see people be themselves, but it's not actually being themselves, is it? It's just
No,
been a character.
there's a few people out that like, I can't speak for the whole of Twitch because there's like thousands upon thousands of streamers, but like a few that I watch, and it's like, and you'll see them post a tweet or you'll read a tweet or an Instagram post of them being like, oh, like something genuine, and you watch stream and it's like they are genuine, but it's like this over exertion of energy that they put into it, where it's just like no, I'm not doing it. It's like I can't do it. I can't watch people art.
I think if I did that, I'd be knackered after one stream, so it'd be like one stream a week, if that.
Yeah, it's
Just
not.
because I couldn't keep up that amount of energy because I'm more of an introvert, so I'm surprised I actually managed to stream in first place. I think I've had like capture cards and things since, oh god, I was at Modern Warfare 2. Whenever that came out, I had capture card then. HD PVR. I had that, and I just, well, obviously internet in the countryside is terrible in first place, but
Oh, well, mine's not because I live pretty close to like headquarters. So
oh yeah, mine was awful. I was running just at a hamster at bottom of the street, but yeah, it was a bit. I just didn't have the guts to do it. I just couldn't do it.
yeah,
Me being shy and introverted and all that, it's just. But I thought, you know what, this year make a big go, attempt to have a go at it, and so far I've streamed a few times, but could do with putting a few more hours in. But like you say, it's just trying to find some decent games to go about doing it.
yeah. It's that. Well, it's that balance as well. It's that. Like we were speaking about the other day, like when we're gaming and stuff. Is like because now it's 2020, so it's kind of like accepted as being okay. But like 4 years ago, you used to be like, I'm a gamer, and people used to be like,
Fucking nerd.
well, not depending, yeah. So they used to use that word, and obviously, I'm a nerd, you're a nerd. Shit, everyone I know is a nerd. Like, but you used to get that. Like, you used to get branded by like the thing was like, oh, I bet you love like I bet you just live with your parents. That whole like persona that people
in your
give
basement, your mum's basement, and shit like that.
you. Yeah, it was just not accepted. Like for you to be gamers and stuff, or it's like people would be like, "Oh, it's for kids, like gaming's for kids and stuff." And like,
I still get told that now.
so yeah, so I have a few people like that, and then I give them the controller. And I'm like, "Go on then, Mister. It's for fucking kids. Give it." And they can't do it. They can't do it. I'm like, so no, it's not. Is it? It's not. It's not for like if you're high level gaming.
No.
It's not like. I can't,
Right, for kids.
Like 20 now is like now some kids on Fortnite are crazy, but back then obviously a lot of kids weren't. There was nothing getting them into it, but people used to just come up and be like, especially like early days of like, not even way back, early days of like WoW and stuff when you're raiding, the amount of people used to come up to me and be like, oh, it's for why you playing the game for kids and stuff, and you'd be in the middle of a raid and you'd be like, well, go on then, you sit down. Right, and you try and beat this raid boss, or not even the raid boss, just one of the mini bosses, or some of the mobs in there.
Yeah.
And then they're like, they don't even know how to cast a spell, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's not. I don't know. It's such a weird thing. It's a weird.
What's your first gaming memory then?
My first.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't really know. It has to be. Minus like Game Boy era.
Or any
like original
arcades,
Game Boy.
do you know, like at Seaside and stuff like that? I just mean
Just my first game.
in your like at home
At
kind
home.
of experience. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. It'd have to be something like. So I was big like Sega Master System and Mega Drive. I had them both at the same time. Obviously, one was earlier than the other.
Yeah.
So I'm more like old school like Mickey Mouse and like Castle of Illusions or Golden Axe.
Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic.
I always loved that loading bit where it went, Sega.
So, yeah. And then yeah, I don't know. So I think the easiest, that's where I got into gaming for a little while.
Yeah.
Wasn't something, it wasn't something I especially now people ask me, it wasn't something I did on a regular, it was not crazy. Even if you just skip a few years, right, and when 360 was out, it took me so long to get online, to get and go play Xbox Live and stuff, because I was just doing other stuff and I just didn't want to freaking sit in my house or anything. So people think, when I say I've been gaming all my life, don't get me wrong, I've been World of Warcraft, I've been PC gaming since that day I can remember. I was a big fan of some people might know, I was a big fan of Heroes and Might and Magic or Age of Empires. I was really, really big fan of Age of Empires when it first came out. So,
Age of Empires, I remember playing that at a friend's house. Yeah. And he had the big box set of all the different ones as well. Started off Age of Empires 2 was my favourite, I think.
Yeah.
2 or 3. And I think I've still got that on Steam just for the nostalgic component to it. But yeah, I've not really played it much. No. I did kind of cheat a little. I used to spawn in cars.
Cars with a missile launcher on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that was the fun part of it though. Is you had this serious side where you went online and fought everyone else, but then on solo you just used to spawn it, just ridiculous stuff and see what it could battle. It was kind of crazy. But I transitioned from that to then. I don't know if you played Crusaders.
No.
Same principle. So.
Yeah, no, never played that. I heard of it, but never played it. I think my first ever PC gaming experience, I was at my granddad's house.
Mm-hmm.
He was a software engineer.
Yeah.
So he enjoyed his video games from time to time. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider.
OG original one.
Yeah, where you look the old. I used to love playing the training grounds where you had that old man following you.
Yeah.
And I always made it that mission just to get him locked in that freezer. You had to get put in that freezer.
Oh dear.
It was so the other missions, the fun bits where you get to shoot and drive boats and things. Nope, just wanted to lock him in that freezer and do the obstacle course.
Yeah, that's not it.
And Doom, the original Doom.
Original Doom was fun.
I was scared shitless at that game because I was only a kid. And you had monsters coming out of nowhere. Yeah,
that was kind of... I don't know, there was some... I don't know. I don't think I've ever been scared of a game, to be honest with you. Which is kind of weird.
I just hate jumping. Do you know feeling your heart pound out your chest?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had it. I think that's why I'm a big horror fan, because I've just had no... I used to play a lot of horror games back in the day. The one that always stands out is Fear. I don't know if you played Fear.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a really...
Like I say, I'm not really a big horror films, just not for me. God. Gore, I don't mind, but I just hate jumping out my skin.
Yeah.
Even though I've seen it a few times. I've seen a few films and things, but yeah. What did I play? Outlast, I think, for PS4. At least I played it on PS4. I enjoyed it, but I didn't know what I was doing. I got to the basement bit really early in the game, and I just kept getting stuck because I couldn't see where I was going, and then a face just appeared in a black screen.
Oh, black, yeah. So
and it made me jump out of my skin. It really did. I was like, nope, that's it.
It's one
off to the side.
It's one game I'm not. It's a game that I'm a big. I didn't play number 1.
Oh, that's the one I played.
Right, because it's Tristan told me everything about it, so I didn't really need to play it. And then number 2 came out, and 2 was more my thing. It was more biblical. It was more about demons and ritualistic stuff. And number 2 was fun.
I think I've see. I think I've seen streams of it
Yeah, like
of number two, but
it was
I never
crazy.
actually
It was
played it.
it was yeah, it was very messed up reading everything and stuff. But they both have the same component. Whereas, look, I don't mind getting chased by certain people, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes it takes you out of you're just like, for fuck this again. I've got to run back, hide, wait for it. Like, it's such a. I get the concept of it. Like, number two was better than number one. Number one was just stupid hiding in lockers all the time or under beds from that. Like, it takes you out of it. Like, for me, preferably, because it's like they're mainly horror games. It takes you out of the experience. Some people enjoy it, but number two was a bit more. It felt a bit more easier because there was people chasing you, but it was part of like the cult and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was very.
First one you had this.
Oh yeah, I've got a psycho chasing you with some
Yeah.
big ass. Yeah. But it was constantly
the shit
chasing
out of me
you.
when you was just what? Yeah, it was non-stop.
Oh, yeah.
And it started to really annoy me at one point because you're trying to find stuff, read stuff, and whatever else, but it just. I didn't want to hide in a locker all the time. It was just annoying.
It doesn't work this generation. Like, this generation of gaming, it doesn't work. Like, and that's all horror games. That's what irritates me about it. That's what irritated me about Outlast. That's what irritated me about. Yeah, Blair Witch.
Never played it. I heard it was good, but I don't know. But obviously,
graphics were good. Very short, like very quick.
Yeah, he said it was
endings.
Like 4 to 6 hours gameplay.
Yeah,
that's if you don't do any side missions or whatever.
So it's multiple. You gotta. It's a mind fuck, so you got to keep going to the same places and then room changes and stuff. But then when it comes to like the witch, or whatever it is, it's just pointless. It's just chase, like it's a pointless chase thing. It's like,
alright.
It's like, oh cheers, like thanks for that. Like you're not done anything. And I think that goes with, it's not just horror games. I'm not a fan, and some people are, but I'm not a fan of either carrying someone around with me. So. Let's like God of War. So God of War is the only exception, because obviously, Atreus does something. Obviously, like he shoots his arrow, so he's got bow and arrow. So he actually does something. Whereas everything else, where you're dragging stuff around or carrying something that you need to keep safe with you, like no, takes you straight out of the story. You've gone. That's it. I'm done. I'm done having to worry about looking after something. And they've aimed it. That's like aimed at the game, like Resident Evil 7. That wasn't as bad. Obviously, you're not carrying anything around with you, but you're constantly getting chased. You gotta do these stupid things, and you're just like, oh my god, it takes so long to get where I need to go, and now I need to turn and just worry about. Like, just give me a good horror. There's no good horror game. I couldn't tell you a decent horror game. At all. They've all got issues.
No.
Like the one that can just be like thrown out of existence, and whoever made it and like needs like stop making videos. So there was one that they showed last E3 before this. So it was Agony.
This one, yeah.
So it was a game where you were in hell and you had to get out of hell. And it looked crazy. Like when the trailer came out and they showed it, it looked crazy. The graphics looked mad. It was gory. There was explicit content, so there was boobs, penises. There was like demons being like.
I think I remember you streaming this.
Demons having like orgies in the background and certain stuff. And me and Tristan were like, yeah, we're down because we're horror fans. We're like, we're gonna play this. That came out fucking useless, literally useless. Like the graphics looked like it come from like a PS2. Like it just wasn't like graphics were crazy, shy. Like it just wasn't what the trailer seemed to be. And I was just like, I was done after horror games.
Thing. That just really annoys me. Do you know when they show trailers of games and it's not actual game footage?
Yeah.
Yeah, the film is right. Okay, yeah, it's to show people or get them interested, sure. but I also want an element of game footage so I can at least see how it. Just
How
give
it
me a
is.
rough idea how it is, what it'll look like, or whatever else. None of this animated shit that I can't see. And I've seen more and more games do it, and it's starting to bug me a bit because I want to see how it plays.
I don't mind cinematics. Like cinematics are good. I enjoy a good
Yeah,
cinematic, but I don't enjoy when it shows you something and then when the game comes out and they're telling you, oh, it's made for this, and you can see like I'm running through the world a little bit, so it gives you a glimpse, but it's still pre-rendered footage and stuff. But then when
yeah.
the game comes out, like it's nothing. It's nothing like it. Like you, it's like I'm playing it on Sega. It's like, what is the point? Like, I don't mind if
Yeah.
if it comes out and it's a little different, but when you start showing stuff like that and it comes out and it's totally different, it's a bit like,
This is what I did like about Gears of War. They did actually show, I say in-game footage, cinematics from the game, but then the graphics itself actually looked half decent. I only have the first Xbox One. I don't have the Xbox One X. So
yeah,
for you, it may look even better. Well, it will look even better.
well, it depends what
But,
setting I have on it, because obviously I could change it from.
right. Okay. So yeah, it looked pretty decent. But the fact that they did show in-game footage, well, in-game cinematics, rather than just made-up cinematics just to advertise it. Yeah, they actually used. So it was I think it was Marcus getting swallowed by a snatcher
Yeah,
for the advert, which is like, yes, this looks awesome, and the campaign was.
yeah.
However, there was connection issues. There was other things that were just
That game just
fucking
tanked.
buggy as hell.
That game tanked so hard. It's unbelievable.
It was a game I was really looking forward to. I was looking forward to it more than COD, but
I've
well,
never
I've
been.
not played COD. I think I've had like 3 games of COD.
I was a fan at first one, like the first Gears of War. Not a really big fan, because it was new, something else.
I played that at my best mate's house after school.
Yeah.
Again, that's another one that scared me.
But it just like, I think when you start making multiple of them, it starts just going downhill. It's like you said. Don't get me wrong, this one was good. Like, but yeah, it. I don't know. They ruined it. Like, that's all I can say. Like, I hate when games do it. I hate when, like, and this is what irritates me about game companies. And if you could get them all in like a multi-million-pound Zoom call, and it's like millions of them, and it just goes on forever, and you'd have to sit here and you'd be like, 2020, from now, from like 2 years ago, but especially from now onwards until I become a shriveled up prune as a corpse, right? There is no way you can fuck a video game up because you have thousands upon thousands upon thousands, hundreds of thousands of references, of instances, of other games failing, but they don't. They've got this weird thing in Red where they do something exactly like a different game did 2 years ago, and that other game tanked, and then when this game comes out, that tanks, and they're like, well, we don't know what went wrong. Well, of course you do. Like, you just... None
It's
of
like
them...
that chaos theory, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's just stupid.
They just don't, like, they don't learn. That's what irritates me.
Struggle to get my head around FIFA. I really do. It's like they just get better faces and that's about it, if that.
I want to comment on FIFA, but I don't play it enough to comment on it, so
I've played a few of them. I've not really played many at recent ones, so they may have upgraded the pitches. The characters may look better. I don't know.
But there's only them games. There's only a certain amount of things you can do.
Yeah.
So it's like.
So
reoccurring games, I've got no issue with. They fuck up because it's to be expected. They couldn't fuck up. Like, I don't know why COD's still a thing. They shouldn't fuck up, but they do, and I think it's just loyal fan base. But fresh new games have no reason to make something stupid. Like it's like none of them test the game. It's like they come out with like these, and I'll always say it. I'll always stand by this. Like video games, right? Should always, and people are probably going to disagree with me, but that's life. Should always, but a real gamer, someone who like a grindy gamer, is going to probably agree with this statement. Video games should always be made for the grind. I want to say hardcore players, but that's not what I mean. Like for the people who grind video games, right? Because if it's made for that, then the casual gamer has got more content to do.
Yeah.
Got more hours, more DLC. They've got they gain everything out of it, but we don't. There's us hardcore game. I'm going to use hardcore gamers who sit here and grind out stuff because we are like a good grindy. Especially if you're an MMO player, you enjoy a good grind. That's just the way it is. You know, grind for this, grind for that, dungeon, blah blah blah. And then you get a game come out, and it looks grindy. Let's use Division because it's probably the biggest example I can think of. Both of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Grindy. Oh, it looks good. You get it, and it's like, but it's made for the casual gamer, so there's nothing in it. So there's no content. It takes about 5 hours to complete. Like you can't do it. You can't have like video games should not be made like that. And people who are like people who are casual gamers, you shouldn't be moaning if like
there's a grind to it.
it was this concept of like Division 1. So there's a whole argument. I don't know if you played Division 1.
No.
Right, so we're getting the game. Takes me interest in about 6 hours to finish campaign. Collect every bit of clothing. So that's all like hidden clothing items. So we collected everything on the game. Went into the dark zone, like into the zone, like after the campaign. So you go into the dark zone. And then spent another like few hours getting max level in there. Then there was nothing to do. But when we first started the game, there was a store.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
it had a time limit on, so everyone was like, the first gun in there was a shotgun, like this legendary shotgun.
Yeah.
For other people, it'd be exotic, depending what color scheme you're used to. And so we're playing, we're waiting. We're like, 'cause no one wants a shotgun, or everyone who's done it has already brought it. So waiting. Time's going down. We're like, oh, what's the next legendary that's going to come in? Everyone rushes to the shop because there's like thing. You go to it, boom, shotgun again. Same shotgun, same everything, and everyone was like, "Why?"
In that,
right? And so that's everyone went to Twitter and was like, "Why is the shop not refreshing? Why is this?" And then Division was like, "It is refreshing, but we want people who work for a living, like who work a lot, the casual gamer, to have a chance to buy the shotgun." And at that point, that one statement there, we knew that DLC was going to take forever to come out and it was going to be short.
Yeah.
This was going to come out. I'm sorry, but that casual gamer can't give a fuck about an item in a shop that's on a time limit. Because you...
Otherwise, to play it.
What you expect? Yeah, otherwise put more time into it. I'm not saying, obviously people don't have time to put into it, but you can't have best of both worlds. You can't not have enough time because you're doing other things, but then want this. Because you doing this whole little, well, I want to do this and I want this, or moaning, like you affect so many people who are going to sit and play that game to Kingdom Come. It's like, it's same thing on Destiny. Same thing happens.
I was just about to mention Destiny.
Happens all the time. Like people just don't, like people want to put in a grind, like all us lot, and then you'll get some people who are like, I'd like obviously not now, but when Destiny 1 was out, I knew people who had not done a raid on Destiny 1 because they're just not high enough level. They don't want to put grind in.
Me.
Which is fine, but it's like, but then you can't sit there and moan that that's what's happening because there's enough content. There's enough. That's what irritates me about recent MMOs that have come out, especially console version of MMOs, it drives me crazy. Is that there's not enough content at all.
Yeah.
Like it's an MMO for fuck's sake. It's like fair dues, you new, so I don't expect you to be like World of Warcraft or anything that's got like mad expansions and stuff. But you're an MMO. You need content.
Like Skyrim. I actually really enjoyed that game.
Exactly.
For me, that was more than enough. I still didn't manage to complete all the DLC. I think there was all three or four expansions for it.
But that's good for because because it's an RPG.
Yeah.
That's good. Everyone enjoys like. Look, right. I don't mind a short story campaign if it's story driven. Like, come on, I played Hellblade, and Hellblade's probably my top game that I've played. And that took me 9 hours first time, and then it took me like 5 the second time I played through because I knew what I was doing. But story and everything's fantastic. But when you start getting into like, if it's like say if it's an MMO or
certain
RPGs or something co-op, I'm sorry, I'm so used to having like 70 plus 80 hours worth of content, and it's just not happening these days. It's not happening at all.
And I think the game, I think the games are going to get less. It's going to get less and less because, like you say, they're developing it for these people that work.
Yeah.
It's like Call of Duty, not this one. I don't think it was Black Ops 4. They're not even putting in a campaign. Or they hadn't put in a campaign. And it's like, oh, why not? I grew up playing campaigns on COD. My sister came around once to say, oh, what's the new COD like? I can't wait to play campaign. And I turned around and went, there ain't one. And she's like, you fucking kidding me?
It's that.
Well, I'm not fucking buying it then.
I think that's it. I think it's the like with COD as well. You got like this. Obviously, this campaign, like Modern Warfare's campaign, was banging. Was like amazing. I enjoyed Infinite Warfare's campaign, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But with COD, because it's so reoccurring, it's just like I'd preferably I don't want to play campaigns on COD anymore. I'm done with zombies. Like they ruined zombies. Like
I didn't play much of zombies really.
You can't this is what I'm saying about video games that ruin stuff. It's like you go from World of War, right? Zombies. Let's just take zombies. World of War. Yeah. No one even expected it. You have to complete the campaign to unlock zombies. Then you got it, and you were like, "Oh, this is amazing." DLC. Boom. Right. Black Ops 1 comes out. Zombies. Amazing. Black Ops 2 comes out.
Easter eggs.
Yeah. Zombies. It's still continuing one Easter egg through the whole thing. It's amazing. After Black Ops 2, no, they just tanked it, and this is what games do. I don't get how you can just ruin stuff like that. It's just, and that's what I'm dreading now. I'm kind of so this is where I'm at now, and I get where Tristan comes from this as well. Some people don't understand why he doesn't want to buy the new console, and I understand now.
Hesitant.
If I'm going to spend £600 on a console, I want exclusive games. I want exclusive games made for that Not there is going to be, but it's like a few years on. It'd be like 2022 or something. Where
no, it used to be done when the release comes out, and you're like, yay!
And that's what I'm saying. I'm
stuff that PS4, PS5 won't have.
No, well, not just that. It's that I don't want exclusive. This thing of being exclusive on one console is stupid. The game companies can make millions if they just put it on both consoles, but they're idiots and get offered stupid amounts of money to have one. What I mean is that I want a game that's only made for the Xbox One, Series X.
Yeah,
that's not. Oh, well, you can play it on this as well, or you can play it on the X. No, I want games that are made specifically for that console. For the input into it, not when we're not getting it. We're getting games that are you'll see it like made for Series X, but it's not. It is, but it's powered on the Series X, but it's not. It's not using all its power. It's knocked down a little bit because they don't want to make exclusive games for that. Because at the minute, Xbox has got this weird thing in their head where they're all like backwards compatibility into it. That's all they're concentrating on. So it's meaning that they're not like wanting exclusive games, and I get it at launch because then people are going to miss out on not playing it. But I'm sorry, that's technology. It's just technology.
Yeah.
Like you have to use it to its full advantage and not go.
Oh, it would also be an incentive for people to go and get the console.
Yes.
As well, do you know, so they can play these exclusives just for, like, let's just say the Xbox One X or whatever. Because if there's a certain game on there that I want to play, I'm more likely to go and buy the console, do you know, just for that game.
Exactly.
And obviously you're going to have more games come out, but knowing you can play games on that the Xbox One can't handle. It makes me go, yes, must upgrade.
But I
need
think
to get that done.
That's the issue with some upgrades though, is like they're way expensive. Like they're crazy expensive. Is like there's not like this new console, like I'm not getting it because it's an upgrade or anything. I'm just getting it because it's the next one.
Yeah.
Like, so like it's kind of expensive to ask people to be like imagine being a kid. Like obviously our generation back then it wasn't even that bad. It was like £300 for a console back then. Mate, imagine us being children now. What do you want for Christmas? Like, your mum asking you what we want for Christmas. New Xbox. How much is it? 600 or something pound. Like,
I can go get a job at 9 years old. Go and get it.
Like it's. So I understand why people don't want it. It's an expensive chunk of money too.
I think people are going because 600 quid you could get a decent PC as well.
Yeah, but even PCs are like, if you want the best thing, I think that's just technology. It's an expensive thing, and especially if you don't worry. And I'm not a big issue about spending money on that. I'll have the money, but it's that thing of do I like. That it wasn't like.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, it wasn't like the X. It wasn't like It wasn't like the Xbox One to the Xbox One X. That was worth the thing. And don't get me wrong, this one will be worth it. But I'm not spending £600 on a console that I can just play all the games on my X. I'm not going to spend £600 on it. Like that's what scares me a little bit. It's just like I enjoy the graphics. Don't get me wrong. I'll enjoy the graphics. I'll enjoy the updated like frames and stuff.
Yeah.
120, not a chance. But like that's just them. That's just marketing. But I'll enjoy solid like 60 frames. I don't want to drop down to 30.
Yeah.
I'll enjoy it, but it's like they're gonna see a big impact, especially now with like COVID happening and no one's working.
Oh yeah, people are strapped for cash as it is.
Like you're gonna be like sales.
Honestly, I was expecting them to turn around and go, right, we're gonna release it next year.
Yeah, but people aren't because it's that mindset where it's like people aren't gonna have enough money to buy it, but then they're gonna want to buy it because they can't. Everyone's just still locked down, so everyone's inside gaming. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm torn at the minute. I was like, what Xbox showed us at the last conference, which was last month.
Missed it, unfortunately.
Well, it was shit. Let's just be honest. It was ridiculous. It was shy. It was like stupid. So there's no point in it. But then obviously, then they had to backtrack and be like, oh no, that was just a little. Like we wanted to show off Assassin's Creed a little bit more gameplay, where they didn't show any gameplay whatsoever.
Yeah. And
these certain stupid games and stuff, and then everyone got so angry, and because we thought that was it, and then PlayStation come out was it. As an Xbox fan, PlayStation's last year was shite.
Yeah.
But so was Xbox's really a little bit. But this year, PlayStation's was good. I enjoyed PlayStation's. I enjoyed watching it. So I'm just hoping Xbox sort their lives out and understand how to just show us games. How to just show us this is a game. Like
yeah.
I don't care about streaming. I don't care about anything. I just want to see games. That's what your console's for. I don't care about Xbox Live, Game Pass, even though it's good, it's worth its money. Don't care. Don't care. Don't want to see it. Don't want to see it.
But to be fair, that £1 I've just spent this month on the Game Pass, I think it was like the Ultimate Game Pass for £1. It's great. Playing Minecraft Dungeons for £1.
Exactly. So it's such a, I don't know. I'm not a fan of just. I don't know. Are you gonna buy it? Are you gonna buy a new console when it first comes out? Are you gonna pre-order it and stuff?
Oh, I never pre-order consoles. Never have done.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm hesitant. I messed up big time. Do you know last year? Oh, well, when the new consoles got released last time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I went for PS4.
Oh, that was all right though. That wasn't.
It was all right, but the fact that my group of mates and everything were Xbox based.
Xbox.
But then I had some guys from college that were PS4 based, but obviously, for some reason, I'm just a weirdo. I don't like playing with people on Xbox that I know in real world. I don't know why. It's like if we met up, it'd be fine, but it's from college to school to on Xbox or whatever. Even when they added me, I just accepted it and then deleted them like a couple of hours later because I just wanted to get away from them, from any connections from college or school. But I guess that's just me, like being in my own little bubble away from people.
Yeah, I think that's what gaming is at the minute, though. It's that thing of I don't like gaming. I'm the same. I don't like gaming unless it's like people I've met online. Let me just turn myself down a little bit, or maybe up a bit more. There we go. Because it's like you say, no, with people now I'm fine. Like I'll go. Like if I met Tristan, if I met you, if I met it'd be fine. But like even like obviously, Bromyard's still all right. Obviously, I need to speak to him at some point. But like I'm saying, like he's probably the only one person I know from my past life who I can still game with because he's somewhat got understanding. He can have a joke, but like there's some times where it's like you don't want to be like. Obviously, I'll play. Obviously, we're not going to use Bromyard as this example. Let's just say I know someone back in the day and they're shit and they can't play a game. It's that like, what do you like? Do I like call you just shit? Like, cause that's all people used to be with me back in the day. It was like people used to be like, "Oh, you never play video games with me. You're always playing with like your online friends," and I'm like. My online friends
shit, I'm not bothered.
My online friends are better than you, so of course I'm going to play with them. I know you're my real friend and everything, like, but it's like, at what point do you just be like, you can't say that. You can't be like, oh, you shit, I don't want to play with, because then people just fall out with you for the most dumbest things. So it was dead like,
yeah,
I get it.
No, that's another reason why I didn't bother. And it's like, yeah, and then if you didn't invite them or whatever, you get stick. Like school next day, and it's like no. So I just removed everyone, and they go, "Why you removed me?" I ain't got Xbox Live. Just for the simple, it's easy answer than you shit, and I don't want to play with you on it.
Oh, it was me.
So anyone watching this is why I deleted you.
Yeah, Tom was like, "Fuck you, you shit." No, I got it at school a lot as well. I get like. Obviously, friends come up to me and be like, "Oh, we'll be talking about something," and they'll next minute they'll have a conversation and they'll be telling people like, "Oh, he's good at Call of Duty," and the next minute you got people being like, "Oh, I bet you're not as good as me," and then you're just like, "Here we go," and then they'll add you, and then you play with him, and then you shit on him, and then he comes to school the next day, and like it's just too much. Like too much drama with it when it comes to real friends. It's not like it's it's bad enough trying to get a raid together on like MMOs and stuff with online people. Never mind like real friends, but there's a point where you're just like, I'm not I'm not into this whole like gaming with you. I don't really want to. I'll have a conversation with you.
Keep it separate.
Exactly, and that's why I didn't mind gaming with Bromyard because obviously he's good at COD. So we'd like when we play Black Eye, it's fine. It's fine. We can have a normal conversation.
Yeah.
But I won't play Destiny with him. Obviously, that's
No.
it's not a dig at Bromyard. It's not if he ever watches this. It's just I know like that transition is going to be awkward. It's going to be kind of hard.
Yeah.
Whereas like we played it for non-stop. So yeah, I don't know. I get you.
But yeah, that's definitely one of the reasons.
I get it.
I just remember it on COD 4.
No,
I actually really enjoyed that game when it was out.
I didn't mind it. It was very. I don't know.
Modern Warfare 2 is when people started going nuts for COD. Because then that's when videos were uploading and you got FaZe and you got all the others just doing their
Yeah, well, you can't.
trick shot shit.
Well, yeah, but anybody who remembers COD, like Modern Warfare 2, if they say trick shotting, then like get out of here. You're like, just no, go away. That's not what it's like. Mate, if everybody who says S&D lobbies are like the true OG, like Mod 2 fucking fans, where it's just everyone just screaming at each other, which you can't have now. You can't have now. Everyone will be banned from
Abuse.
life, which I think's the hardest thing now. And we're lucky that we keep finding decent people to game with. Is that now people who game are just too, and this like the too. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call them out. They're too soft. They're too, and I enjoy not what I mean by soft. I enjoy the people who are chill. Obviously, we'd be all classed as soft, like we're chill, we relax. But I need people who can take a joke, who can
Thick-skinned.
yeah, who can do banter, like not give it back, but who can just understand what when we're having a bit of banter and not being serious, and you just don't get it now. You don't get it at all, and it's
No.
and we know this because obviously I've played League of Legends, you've played Dota, we've both played Overwatch, like all of us played freaking Smite. Toxic, and toxic. That the communities are so toxic. So, like, we're used to just being like, I don't know, like
Dota was brutal at times.
that's what I mean. Like, you
I
kill.
played League of Legends as well.
Yeah, they're like, and they're like, Smite's bad enough just for its VGS, whereas League and stuff is like,